talk about Tesla year-end incentives and what could be happening in the near future after December 16th and my prediction on that. What could be happening and is it worth the risk or not? Risk losing 0% financing, which is the best it's ever been all year, or gamble and go for a potentially better incentives. Look at this. It's because it's pretty interesting to see inventory where it's at right now. We can see inventory is starting to decrease at a pretty rapid pace. So this 0% financing, this 0% that ends on December 15th is actually starting to make a dent on Tesla vehicles, or at least vehicles, or at least orders. People are certainly looking to place their order, and it makes sense, right? At this point, my strategy that I've been recommending is at least lock yourself in with the $250 deposit on a vehicle, a Tesla vehicle that could have $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 off, like this one right here, a Model 3 all-wheel drive long range with a almost $5,000 discount. And the beauty with this one is that this one is before the Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get that up to $2,000 off. But the one thing we know for sure is this: Tesla has put an ultimatum on the 0%. But the other thing that we always talked about, or that we've been talking about, that you please read the fine print on this 0%. You do have to put 20% down on the loan to be able to get that full advantage of that. And so if you don't have $10,000 give or take laying around to put down a loan, which you should be putting 20% down on a finance contract, then certainly I would even though if you don't, the interest rate goes up like 1 to 2 percentage points, so it's still a good deal relative to the average interest rate, which is 5.99% for Tesla. So it is a great deal at the end of the day. And then on top of that, Model 3 is only up to 36 months and Model Y is up to 60 months. Here's a list of all the different incentives. If you're curious, in case you missed it, here it is on the screen if you want to go ahead and pause it on that so you can take a look. But what we do know is that inventory is flying on the shelves. People are realizing the time to get off the seat is now, and Tesla has done this, and they've done this on purpose. They pulled incentives and everything beforehand. And so the question is, what is going to happen after the 16th? Because I do feel like Tesla is going to hold to what they've said, and they're going to remove the 0% offers. They specifically said you have to order between December 3rd and December 15th to be eligible, and then you have to take delivery by December 31st. So if you're looking to lock this in, an inventory vehicle is going to be your best bet. And if you're confused how to get there, I had this question come up earlier today. Here is actually how you get there. So the first thing is, when you go to tesla.com, don't click order Model 3 or Model Y. Just hover over vehicles like on the top left, go to inventory right here, and then you'll be able to see all the different inventory vehicles. Another quick tip here is you're going to drop the search within radius to all deliverables so that you can see any of the discounts that are out there. And so like right now, we are interested personally in a Model 3 Performance. And so let's see if we can find any that are great deals, and it doesn't really seem like we're seeing too many crazy ones that are out there. And so the other thing is, you do want to make sure you've got a Tesla referral code loaded, just like the one down below in the description. Click it open, then head on over to Tesla inventory to see what could be going on. And so the question is this, and actually this is piece from the discussion in our Discord. I know CJ and a couple of you were talking about this earlier today, so thank you to everybody that we're talking in the Discord about this. If you want to join our super secret Discord, definitely check it out down below in the description, where they're talking about deals, discounts, and everything. You guys are fantastic for sure. Nad, thank you for these comments. And so what's going to happen after the 16th or the 15th? I do think Tesla is going to remove the 0%. They're going to kill it, at least temporarily. What could happen after that is these inventory discounts that are very small right now. I mean, there's definitely $4,000 to $5,000 ones, like the ones down below in the description, where you can find access to our deal spreadsheet. There's definitely still a bunch of them out there at $4,000 to $5,000 off, but they could start to disappear even more. So I think what will happen is 0% ends on the 15th. In those few days afterwards, Tesla is going to put basically the same discount, $4,000 to $5,000 off on all vehicles, 2024s and 2025s. I do think potentially maybe at that that moment. Maybe they increase some of the free supercharging or 3 months of full self-driving. Maybe we see like a 6 months offer or maybe a little bit longer than that. But I think they are going to be killing 0% because they don't have to, they're going to kill it and remove it and add on incentives in other avenues. And maybe the referral program, there was discussion earlier today that I was talking to, that maybe the referral program gets enhanced as well. So instead of maybe $1,000 for Model 3 and Model Y and $2,000 for SX and Cybertruck, maybe it goes to $2,000 across the board for all vehicles. That could be an interesting one for sure. Because what we do know historically, at the end of every single year, Tesla gets a little crazy and always releases incentives all the way down to the wire, at least whether it's external, where they do communications like this, or they just tell their sales advisors at the Tesla stores and say like, hey, if you've got some sort of customers that are on the fence and they need a little bit of extra push, like maybe waive a couple of the options, like $2,000 rims or paint or whatever, see if that can entice them. So there could be a lot of like incognito deals that happen throughout the end of 16 to the 31st. So really, if you're going to be taking that gamble, and really the only people that should be taking that gamble are the people that are going to be paying cash or already have outside financing set up or putting very large down payments. Basically, the people that do not care about the 0% financing, 0% on the Model Y at 60 months or 0% on the Model 3 at 36 months. So if you're in that camp, then yes, you can take that risk and move on past the 15th or 16th. But if you're not, if you really need that 0% financing or you really like those lower payments, I would say the time is now. Definitely place your order, lock a vehicle down. Of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, and basically try, and you could do a little bit of both. Lock a vehicle down, stall for like a week or two. I've been hearing that Tesla is definitely getting more aggressive on making you take delivery by within a week. So I'm not sure, you could stall up to 2 weeks, but unless you've got a really cool sales advisor or a really great reason for whatever it is. But the one thing is for sure, there is a potential possibility that discounts do get better in after the 16th, but at the same time, at what risk? And so if you're not going to be doing 0% financing, then yes, you can take that gamble. I would say I would feel comfortable on, because the deals for Model Ys is always going to get better. Actually, the deals for all Teslas is always going to get better. If not now, it's going to get better throughout the next month, the next year, and definitely by next December, because that is certainly how the game is played for sure for Tesla. And as we've been watching Tesla deals, incentives, and everything for the past 2 years, we've always seen better deals, more incentives at the end as it continues to keep going over and over and over. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.